Hello, my name is Claudio, and I'm a non-commissioned officer in the United States Air Force. It all started one stormy night. Actually, it didn't. My mother is probably the foremost expert on me, Claudio. But I like to think that I come in a close second. Hopefully, by the time my life is done, I can say that I've had a positive impact on the people that I've come across in my daily activities, whether it be work or play. What I'm going to be speaking about today in my speech is where my family originates from, where I come from, and my career in the United States Air Force, and also what I'd like to do with my degree in sports and health management. In the beginning, there was Guam and Puerto Rico. My mother's family originates from the island of Guam, which is in the South Pacific, and my father's family originates from the island of Puerto Rico, which is located in the Caribbean Ocean. My father was born in Puerto Rico and moved to New York as a child. At the age of 17, he enlisted in the United States Navy. He started his career as an E1, and 4 years later, when he left the Navy, he was also an E1. My mother, she was born in Santa Rita, Guam, but my mother's family relocated to Long Beach, California, due to the fact that my grandfather was an enlisted member in the United States Navy. My grandfather, he was probably the best role model I could have ever hoped for. He did 20 years in the Navy and retired as an E6, and also did 20 years civil service and retired from there too. I was born in Bremerton, Washington. It's a small naval town about a 2 hours drive from Seattle, Washington. Seeing that I grew up around the Navy, it only made sense to join the Air Force. I never planned on the military as a career. I just wanted to get the Navy recruiter off my back. So I took my ASVAB test with the Navy, and the petty officer at the time that scored my test asked me why I was joining the Navy, because I scored high enough to join the Air Force. At that time, a military career was still, 50-50. It was an iffy chance. After about 3 years, at the age of 21, I decided to join the military because I was tired of working 3 jobs. So I took a drive out to the local recruiter's office and asked him how soon I could join the military. He told me he can get me in as soon as I wanted to, but I'd have to be a security forces member or law enforcement at that time, or a cop in the United States Air Force. I told him thanks, but no thanks. I wanted a medical job. Looking back at the time I've spent in the Air Force, I can honestly say I don't have any regrets. Being able to work in the medical career field has been a blessing in disguise. Working as an ophthalmic tech has allowed me to come into contact with a wide variety of people. I've worked with people ranging from generals to airman basics, and they all have one thing in common, despite their rank. If they have bad eyes, they just have bad eyes. After transferring to the ophthalmology side of my career field, I had the pleasure of working with a lot more diabetic patients. I'd like to help them as I would help any of my family members. I feel why discriminate against the rest of the world. A lot of the people that are close to me have diabetic members of their families. So I decided to get a degree in sports and health management with an emphasis on exercise. So hopefully by the time I've left this earth, people will remember me as a positive influence on them or someone in their life. Hopefully I've revealed myself as a non-complex person. My goal in life is to have a positive impact on people that I encounter daily, and hopefully I can help those people do the same for others. So to recap what I talked about in my speech, I gave you a glimpse of where my family comes from, where I come from, and a small bit of what I've done in my military career, and why I chose to get a degree in sports and health management. Remember, would you like to have a positive or a negative impact on someone's life? Thank you for your time, and hopefully this will spark you to do something positive in someone else's life.